What's up, YouTube? It's Jacoby. I'm back at it again with another targeted individual video. I hope y'all can hear me. I got this fan going on in my room. It's very steamy in here. I'm in a shelter right now, so um, I'm gonna turn this camera off when I start talking. But I'm not here to call anyone a perp, but this is about how people have been through this program for um, several years, tens and twenties of years, and still haven't realized what and who it's really coming from. Not really um, pointing out who is doing this stuff, who's a part of it, um, and that's I just can't understand. I don't know if it's part of a lesson that it takes some people certain times to learn things. But let's get into this video. So, hello. Oh, Can I? It doesn't look like my. It doesn't look like my microphone. It's just not showing on my end, I guess. But we'll see after this video. But so, what we're going to do is we're going to go into what and who is actually doing this stuff and why you shouldn't be responding. You must know roles and goals. Um, it's just sickening that people think that some targets think they get on YouTube. Some targets think that this is some type of cult. Oh, it's the Freemasons. Oh, it's this cult. Oh, it's the the Illuminati. It's the Freemasons. Oh my gosh, it's this cult. No. And what you must understand that 90% of Freemasonic lodges contain police officers. You have an artist by the name of, I believe, Lil Thug or something like that. He says that he's a Freemason. He beats all his cases, um, which nothing to do with this, right? But just saying, like he said he's a Freemason. He beats all his cases. Freemasons, 90% of Freemason. This is a thug gangster rapper. 90% of Freemasonic lodges contain policemen. Um, what you must understand is the technology. What you must understand is put yourself in the position of a citizen. Hey, could I deal with watching someone in their house? Could I deal with watching someone in their house? Could I deal with watching someone in through their phone camera? Could I deal with this knowledge? No, you can't. You can't deal with that knowledge. So you're putting it on these citizens when they're being hired to paint the picture that they're, attacking you. They have a personal problem with you when these alphabet agencies are dispatching these citizens, um, these citizens on patrol. They're dispatching these people to harass you. They don't have a personal problem. Your personal problem comes from the alphabet agencies. That's where your personal problem is. It's 100%. It's 100%. It's 100% that your personal problem is coming from um, alphabet agencies. It's coming from law enforcement agencies. That's where your personal problem is coming from. It's not coming from these citizens. These citizens are being dispatched. Yes, targeting is real, but how they get you is thinking that it's a cult. That's how they get you. Thinking that it's a cult, thinking that it's something. No, it's government. Lots of targets have disability checks. That'll definitely get you targeted. Lots of targets have cutting yourself off from society is a disability check in itself. If you get what I'm saying. Saying I don't want friends, I'm not partying, I'm not conforming to the society, I'm not listening to this music, I'm not doing none of this social media. That'll make you a target in itself because that makes your life. You can achieve what you want in life once you're able to do that. Once you're able to cut off people from society, it'll make you a target targeted individual in itself. That will make you a targeted individual in itself once you're able to cut off people from society. Once you're able to say, hey, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, that's hard for people to do. That's hard for people to do. So this is just about who's actually doing it. And I push logistics so much. I haven't been going live because I've been in a lot of sexual relationships. That lets you know that everyone's not involved. I've been dealing with a lot of women, so that's just what that is. Like I've been off of YouTube. I've been doing my thing. I've been living life the way I want to live it. Like that's what I'm doing. So uh, that's just what that is. But what you must understand is that these citizens do not have the technology to be doing this stuff. They're only being dispatched, which it completely obliterated targeting for me. It completely got rid of targeting for me. Like it still happens, but it's like, and it's wicked. But it's like, hey, dude, would you get angry at a cop? These citizens on patrol that you see are cops. Anyone acting like they know you and you don't know them, that's a cop. That's not a fan. Don't even take good advice. Don't even take good advice. Those are cops. Anyone tracking you down to tell you something good or bad. I've heard targets talk about, oh yeah, they tell me that, I have the good people, some of the good people. There are no good people. Anyone that's tracking you down, you're a citizen. Anyone that's tracking you down is a citizen on patrol. It's a cop. That's an informant. So I just completely, I thought it was a cult. I thought it was some type of cool cult I'm not part of. And then the logistics made me realize, whoa, no criminals track, harass, and do psychological warfare. Whoa, wow. I've been thinking this whole time that these people are some type of part of some type of cult that I'm not part of. But those are wherever they think they are. I don't know if they think they're Freemasons or what, but 90% of Freemason lodges are full of cops. They're cops. It doesn't matter. So your anger shouldn't go anywhere. You shouldn't be like Myra Mays because those are cops. They're not regular people. They're not regular people. No matter how they look, this or that, get comfortable in your house. Don't care about people watching you. Don't don't worry about it. Don't care about people watching you. Don't care about people looking in your house or anything like that. Anyone that's looking in your house is a cop. Anyone watching you through your phone camera is a cop. What people don't understand about that, I don't know. You have to completely apply logistics. You have to completely apply logistics. These people think they're Illuminati or something. No, they're cops. Citizen on patrol. Simple as that. So that's when my anger really just kind of, once I got logistics, my anger really just kind of just left. My anger kind of just left. And I'm sorry if I don't read the comments. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not looking at anything on it. I just talk. I'm sorry for not looking at the comments, but they're cops, and this is something that you must understand. They're cops. Not that you've done anything. You just can't be tricked into their system. You can't be tricked into their system. You can't be tricked into prison. You don't care about ego. You're a target. This is what I explain mental agreements. Mental agreements is they're calling me a pedophile. I'm gonna stand as close in line as this kid and their parents in front of them as possible. That's called mental agreements, not verbal. Mental agreements. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just to not affect your energy. Just to not affect your energy, because what you don't understand is what you think. Who you think is behind these cameras, these surveillance? Who you think is behind this surveillance is you think is citizens. That's what I used to think. That's why your energy be so affected. About to have a heart attack because you think everybody in the world watching you. You think citizens and themselves watching you. They're not. They're not. They have to go out in public themselves. You think you being watched alone in your house. You think citizens watching you alone in their house when they got stuff that they don't want people to know. You think they watching you put in your PIN number for your bank, your debit card. You think they watching you do that. This is what messes you up. This is what messes us up, so like I said, I've had to learn this stuff. I've had to apply logistics. Could I do that? Could I be watching somebody through a secret, through their phone camera? Could I do that? No, I couldn't do it because I would feel so violating someone else's privacy would make me feel as if my privacy is being violated the same way, which makes it, it's not possible. It's not possible. And I don't know any Target personally. I'm not a perp. I'm not watching y'all through y'all phone camera. I'm not told to get on here to say certain words and trigger words for you. I kind of stay away from that stuff. Um, the trigger words doesn't even matter when you're listening in your privacy. You should understand who is doing that, who is watching you, who is watching your reaction to trigger words. It's only cops, bro. It's only cops. And if you did something, you would be with them. You would be in their custody if you did something. Other than that, hey, that's just what that is. So you must understand these things, and that's just what it is. I don't get on here and talk about myself. I get on here and speak positive. Like, hey, don't have a heart attack because these people is doing this stuff and they making it seem like it's your family, and some of them are involved in some type of way. They making you think it's your family and stuff like that. They're involved in some type of way, but not all the way. This stuff is coming from these alphabet agencies, and at the end of the day, if these alphabet agencies come together and decide, hey, we need to do something to this person, everybody's gonna go with them. Everybody's gonna go with them. Everybody. Everybody's gonna go with them. They're gonna agree with them. There's gonna be no this or that, or everybody's gonna go with them. They're not going to be like oh yeah, let's side with oh yeah, this target's right. What he's saying is right. They're gonna go with what the alphabet agency is saying. And like I said, this is a freestyle video, but this is when you being slandered. This is why I stress that when you get out of your city when you can, because you need to break an illusion. What illusion you need to break is being known. You're a citizen. Don't have your rights stripped as a citizen. You're a citizen. You're a citizen. Don't have your rights stripped as a citizen. What you need to break is the illusion of being known. Because in your city, that illusion can heighten so where you lived your whole life, that illusion can heighten so it can heighten. That illusion can heighten it's an illusion of slander. It's an illusion of slander. Why can't you get anything else off the ground? Everybody know you, but you can't get a business off the ground. You can't get a career off the ground because it's an illusion of slander. It's for you to do yourself. These people are being dispatched by alphabet agencies. Yes, targeting is real is going on, but it's not what you think. You know, society can't. People in society can't have that access. People in society can't have that access. They can't have that access. Once again, people in society cannot have the access to this technology. They can't. They can't. They can't. It'll stop so many things. It'll stop crime. The access to this tech, which is crazy that they do it. It's just very hateful people. But people in society cannot have access to this technology. They can't. They can't. People in society cannot have access to this technology because crime would stop. Because crime would stop. Everybody in society, multiple people in society watching you, they would understand themselves they're being watched. Crime would stop. Crime would stop. So these people are being dispatched, and they're very stupid. They're very stupid people. Very stupid people. You know what I'm saying? They'll get a notification. Stupid is they'll get a notification to say something that you said in your house and not think that they're being watched themselves. But they're not watching you through your phone camera. There's someone in the alphabet agency. It takes away the fun, but it brings in the funds. Like, hey, bro, go get get it going. Get it going. And I like to show my face on here too. No matter how I'm looking crazy right now. But I like to show my face on here to, let people know that, hey, bro, you're not. I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared of anything. And if I was a criminal, I would be doing a criminal career. I'd be doing music if I was a criminal. I'm not. If I've done a crime, I would be doing a music career. I'm not. Back off of myself, right? But doesn't matter. I'm talking about once. Doesn't matter. I'm talking about once. If I did something once, I would be a criminal. I would be a let me keep it real. I would be a musician. Once I started getting cool with the fact that I'm not a gangster, I started getting jail threats. They were trying to extort me, but I don't talk about me. They were trying to extort me to be, I believe, an artist or something like that. I'm not sure. They still try to do that, but I show my face on talking about a conspiracy that's really going on, and I'm not lying. That's why people don't approach me, But it is what it is. But you must understand who is doing this stuff. The financial deprivation. On another topic, the financial deprivation is a whole nother thing. They'll get you fired from jobs. You gotta learn how to work around that. If you got kids, I feel real bad for you. I mean, I got one kid, but I'm not around it. But if you got kids, I kind of feel bad for you because it's like you can't go to a shelter to to uh, to to deplete what the hell they doing with the financial deprivation. Like, hey, y'all gonna financial deprivate me? Hey, I'm at a shelter anyway. I'm not paying any rent. Financial deprivate me? Lower my hours as much as you want to. I'm still working. All that money's mine. So the financial deprivation is something that you need to understand. And if you in a situation where you're paying some type of rent and you ain't able to save with that, you paying rent, you never able to save. Hey, you need to get in the shelter, or you need to decide to live in a vehicle. You know, you need to decide to live in a vehicle. They think they can, because they think I don't. The world is Satanist. The world is full of Satanists, and they think that they can threaten you with jail and stuff like that. Like, y'all are Satanists. That doesn't bother me. First off, how are you gonna do that? So it doesn't matter if you can or you do. Like, it doesn't if they do. I'm sorry. They, they, right? So what you must understand is they trying to like threaten you. You can't scare certain people with that type of stuff. I have a whole paralyzed arm. You can't scare me because of that. I'm not scared because of that. I'm scared because I'm not scared because I know my whole life. I just don't care for that stuff. It doesn't bother me. It's nothing for me to talk about. Once again, I don't talk about self. I get on here and I give tips to people. I give logic. They strip logic from you. Back to financial deprivation for a little bit. You need to get in a position to where you're not paying rent. Whether that's a shelter, whether that's you're just paying for a car, which is a car is a house. You're a target. We're targets. A car is a house. But go park up at some truck stop and do it like that or something like that. They're financially deprivating you like that. So just do that. Do that. But that's just pretty much what that is. And I just have to get back on YouTube because I think, I think they like this is a whistleblower tactic, the silence and whistleblower. Like they'll try to tell you did something that you can't think of just for you to get off here and stop talking. And then that's fake with me. I stopped talking because I've been having a lot of sexual relationships, a lot of them. Like that's why I stopped for a little bit. Like I stopped. Like I just got off of YouTube. Plus, and then it's just like, dude, like it's obvious who's doing it. People get on here and talk about these courts, bro. Courts do not have access to this technology. It's only government. Third party companies being hired, the citizens' gloves, the cops' gloves, third party alphabet agency gloves. That's what they are. And a bunch of plausible deniability. Try to make and then do stuff that's crazy and outlandish to try to make you talk about it so you look crazy. No, check my YouTube channel. I've been tracked, followed all around the country, and then made to look like I'm moving around the country because of something that is not. I'm moving around the country because I can only stay in a state for 3 months because 3 months is how long you can stay at a shelter. And there's like one veteran shelter or two veteran shelters, a state that has single rooms and you can only stay for 3 months at a time. I'm not paying any rent in this society until I'm able to. Because for some, it's so hateful, it's so weird how they try to make you stop financial success. It is so weird. It's so weird. Like, it's so disgusting. Like, that is disgusting. That's very hateful people. And every target that I see is like, wow, bro, this person looks like the likes of someone that's pause. You should never want to be on TV, but they look like people that look like they get, you know, a lot of attention. So you gotta understand that type of stuff. And then once you just like, bro, you stand out. Y'all stand out more. We stand out more than we stand out for some reason. And I just like a bum now. I got real jewelry. As far as grills, that's all I wear. I've been wearing that forever. But I don't wear nothing else. But it's just like we stand out. We stand out. Every target that I see, some voices. You know, it's just crazy. Like there's so much. Uh, I wouldn't say talent, but it's just like, yo, I know y'all. It's like not like that. No, no, no. Pause. Like, I don't know y'all personally. It's like, bro, like we're from God. It's like I seen y'all before. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what it seemed like, deja vu of people that you've seen before. Like, bro, I've seen y'all before. Like literally, like we family. Like just good people. But another thing I had commented on someone else's live stream, I commented that I seen A lot of targets. I've seen targets respond to directed conversations on the street. Oh my gosh, bro. Don't you understand that can get you killed? That's why they're doing it. This is a constant. This is what you call repetition. They believe in repetition. They're trying to get you killed. Responding to directed conversations on the street. Sometimes them people ain't even. You just hearing that stuff sometimes. Like they really saying it, but they probably ain't even hired by a third party company. But responding to directed conversations on the street, like I heard a target here directed conversations on the street. Here, see somebody make a face, walk past them, say, fuck you. Like, bro, you can get killed. You can be killed because don't you get what this program is doing? This is the cops' gloves. This is why they don't approach you. This is why they don't mess with you. This they gloves. This they gloves. Don't end up like that person that killed his cousin in the house. That's when you can get bothered. I think he killed his cousin because what's his name? Some family member he killed in his house. You know, I forgot his name, but the dude with the dreads, he killed the cousin. He killed his cousin in the house, something like that. He's a targeted individual. He used to be on YouTube. Yeah, he used to be on YouTube, but that's how you end up like that. That's how you have to ignore people. Understand that you are a W. Like I know y'all. Pause. I don't know y'all, but it's like we got, we were sent from heaven, like something like that, right? That's what it seemed like. All of y'all look like something. Y'all look like something. Y'all look like people that y'all look like people that used to, they get attention, and not like some people as far as like a sexual related attention, but pause. Y'all just look like y'all got attention. So what you must understand is who's doing it. And understand that you're a winner. Why the hell are you going back and forth? Why the fuck are you going back and forth? Why are you going back and forth with somebody that's tracking you around the fucking country? Bruh, it's documented on my YouTube, which they're trying to get deleted. It's documented on my YouTube. I've been tracked all around the country. Bro, it was in Texas, right? It's one of my highlights. And uh, I don't post a lot of my stuff. I posted the the documentation of me being targeted. But I was in Texas, bro. I'm walking down the street, bro. It was a girl, two girls, bro. It was two girls. One of them had a shirt on that said "Shut up," and there were two. They had two girls. They had two kids in the stroller. This is when I thought they was calling me a pedophile, which was okay because I know for sure that's not true. Which I never was really worried about. Just annoying, right? But like, bro, go look at my stuff. I had a cop follow me. I was in DC. I had a cop follow me. I'm doing DoorDash. You know, regular time of the night going DoorDash. I had a cop follow me about some shots being let off, and he asked me. It's on my YouTube. He got so many. They followed me. I literally was nowhere near it. I hopped out the car with the DoorDash bag. They followed and asked me about that. Like, bro, that's like, bro, this is complete, like, it's complete torture. But once you realize it's them, which I didn't even realize it's them at that time. Like, shit, nigga, that's the only people that it can't be. Plus, there's like a third party company that's doing that stuff. Just a bunch of informants and stuff like that, man. So you just gotta pretty much ignore them people. You know, just ignore them. I hope I'm being like, I hope y'all can hear me on here. Like, I got this fan in my room, but like, dude, like, ignore them. Like, ignore them. Like, I heard targets talk about getting in fights. Like, bro, how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? You know, it's annoying. Yeah, it's annoying directed conversations, but you have to understand, bro. You're tracking me. These people, you have to understand yourself. Bro, these people are tracking me to stores to have conversation in front of me. You the important one. Why are you trying to punch them in the mouth? You feel what I'm saying? So that's my whole point. It's about a 30-minute live. I guess I'll keep it at that, right? For now. I'll probably be back on live because it's starting to get back annoying. Like, bro, just leave people alone. I have no interest in what you have. I don't. I will never need $1 million in my life. I will never need help, and I will personally go sit in orange, beige, or stripes in a prison for my Lord and Savior. Because the book, the scripture, let me rephrase that. The scripture is correct. It's correct. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but which is it's just blatant language. But I'm gonna keep this live by 31, 32 minutes. I love all of y'all, and y'all stay blessed. You know, understand that you are from God, and these people are from Satan, and they aren't religious. So God bless, and I love y'all. Peace.